While some folks are lucky enough to be born with a silver spoon, most of us are on a journey to make it big, and let's be real, it often feels like a crazy uphill climb. But hey, there's a bunch of super successful entrepreneurs who started from scratch and are now living the dream. These stories prove that having a go-getter attitude and a clear vision can work wonders for anyone trying to build something from the ground up. These guys not only have their own mega businesses now, earning mad respect in the business world, but they've also tackled some seriously tough challenges along the way. Think of them as your entrepreneurial cheerleaders, shouting, "You can do it too!" These examples show that, with heaps of efforts and the right idea, there is no reason your business can't make it to the big leagues. John Paul DeJoria. John Paul DeJoria, the self-made entrepreneur behind the Paul Mitchell hair care products, is a true testament to the rags to riches narrative. His early life wasn't marked by affluence. Instead, he kicked off his career as a truck driver, janitor, and even sold Christmas cards door to door. Interestingly, his initial venture into hair care ended with him getting fired from his position at Redken Laboratories. In 1980, undeterred by setbacks, he teamed up with hairdresser Paul Mitchell and founded John Paul Mitchell Systems with a meager loan of $700. Fast forward to today, and DeJoria is sitting on a wealth of $3.1 billion. His perspective on success is as practical as his journey. DeJoria once shared, "The biggest hurdle is rejection. Any business you start, be ready for it. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people do all the things the unsuccessful people don't want to do. When 10 doors are slammed in your face, go to door number 11 enthusiastically, with a smile on your face." Jin Sook and Chang. Chang and Jin Sook, a dynamic husband and wife duo, embarked on their American dream in 1981, moving from Korea to the US. Armed with determination and very little else, Do-won took on 3 humble jobs: janitor, gas station attendant, and coffee shop worker to make ends meet. Their journey took a significant turn in 1984 when they opened their first clothing store, originally named Fashion 21, in California. Against the odds, that single store raked in an impressive $700,000 in its first year. Fast forward, and the brand evolved into the global powerhouse known as Forever 21, boasting a whopping 480 stores worldwide and pulling in an annual revenue of up to $3 billion. The couple's journey from scraping by to building a multinational empire is nothing short of inspiring. Forbes estimates their combined net worth to be around $5 billion, proving that hard work, resilience, and a dream can turn a small clothing store into a billion-dollar success story. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, now a global entertainment icon, didn't have a glitzy start. Her early days were more about survival than glamour. Raised by her grandmother, who could only afford dresses made from potato sacks, Oprah faced the harsh reality of poverty. At 13, she escaped an abusive home, and at 14, tragedy struck when her newborn child passed away. Life took a positive turn when Oprah went to live with her father. There, she transformed her destiny by securing a full college scholarship and winning a beauty pageant that caught the attention of a radio station. That marked the beginning of the Oprah empire, and today, Forbes values her at a staggering $3 billion. Jan Koum. When Facebook dropped a whopping $19 billion to snag the beloved mobile messaging app WhatsApp in 2014, eyebrows shot up everywhere. What added an extra layer of surprise was the backstory of Jan Koum, the brain behind the app. Jan wasn't born into luxury. He hailed from a small village near Kiev, Ukraine, where his folks worked hard but struggled to make ends meet. Life was far from easy, with hot water being a luxury. At just 16, Jan and his mom packed their bags and headed to California, where he took on jobs like sweeping grocery store floors and relying on food stamps to get by. But here's where it gets interesting. Jan wasn't just a regular guy hustling odd jobs. In his free time, he dabbled in computer wizardry, and by the time he hit 18, he'd become a skilled computer hacker. Fast forward to 1997, he landed a gig as an infrastructure engineer at Yahoo. The game changer came in 2009 when Jan, on his birthday, February 24th, incorporated WhatsApp Incorporated in California after recognizing the goldmine potential of the app industry through his new iPhone. And, well, the rest is history. Who would have thought that a guy who once swept floors would be at the helm of a $19 billion deal with Facebook? Ingvar Kamprad. Now let's talk about the man behind IKEA, Ingvar Kamprad. Growing up on a farm in rural Sweden, Kamprad displayed a business knack early on, peddling everything from matches to Christmas decorations to his neighbors. With the money his father gave him for good grades, he kicked off a mail-order business that eventually blossomed into IKEA. Smart moves like collaborating with local manufacturers to keep production costs low have made furniture one of Kamprad's best-selling products. Once one of the world's richest, his fortune has slightly dipped, but he still stands tall with a remarkable net worth of $3.8 billion. Howard Schultz. The visionary behind Starbucks didn't have a smooth start to life's journey. Growing up in a housing estate with limited financial resources, Schultz faced a challenge of a modest upbringing. He financed his college education with government loans and earnings from part-time jobs, becoming the first in his family to attend college. Schultz's connection with Starbucks began while working for a coffee company. A visit to a Starbucks branch in Seattle sparked his interest, leading him to join the company as a marketing director. In 1985, he left Starbucks to pursue his dream of opening his own coffee house. Raising $500,000, he launched his first store, laying the foundation for the Starbucks we know today. Currently boasting a net worth exceeding $2.9 billion, Schultz's empire evolved from a concept conceived over a cup of coffee. Roman Abramovich. The early business exploits of the mysterious oil and football magnate Roman Abramovich are shrouded in conflicting reports, but one thing is clear: his journey from childhood to a life of luxury was anything but straightforward. Abramovich faced early adversity, losing both parents by the age of 4 and being raised by his uncle and grandmother. Reports suggest that his foray into the business world began when he received a lavish wedding gift from his in-laws, which he turned into capital by selling it. During his time studying in Moscow, Abramovich reportedly dabbled in various entrepreneurial ventures, ranging from selling dolls and designer clothes to even dealing in rubber ducks. However, the bulk of his fortune came from controversial oil export deals in the 1990s. Despite the murkiness surrounding his career, Abramovich's net worth is now estimated to be around $9 billion. Dhirubhai Ambani. He's one of the most triumphant entrepreneurs and has a classic rags to riches story that began at the age of 16. He kicked off his journey in Aden, Yemen, working as a gas station attendant and being a clerk in an oil company. The turning point came in 1958 when he returned to India and established a textile trading company. By 1976-77, Reliance, his brainchild, had an astounding annual turnover of 70 crore rupees. This success marked just the beginning of an extraordinary journey. Reliance soon made history by becoming the first Indian company to grace the Forbes 500 list. Dhirubhai Ambani's remarkable achievements were recognized when he was hailed as the greatest creator of wealth in the century by the Times of India in 2000. His entrepreneurial saga stands as an inspiration, proving that with grit and vision, one can turn a modest start into monumental success. Thanks for joining us on this inspiring journey through the incredible success stories of entrepreneurs who turn dreams into billion-dollar realities. Which entrepreneur's story resonated with you the most, and what lessons do you take away from their experiences? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more inspiring content. Until next time, keep chasing those dreams.